This is Dolynny TV, guys. Today we once again finally pick up the Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode after a day off that saw Toronto lose 6-1 in the real MLB opening day against the New York Yankees. I'd like to thank everybody that came in during that game to episode 2 to check out episode 2. Much appreciated there. But anyway, let's get right to it. It's the trade deadline today, so let's friggin' get some, boys, and let's go. Let's see what we can find. Review my trade block. Well, what do we have on the trade block? We have relief, pitchers, and shortstops is what we're looking for. But we don't have anyone on the trading block, so that's where we kind of sit. Although I did make mention last episode that I wanted to move Curtis Granderson. We've now moved Teoscar Hernandez into the full-time left field position. So Teoscar's over there in left field, ready to crush it for us. But the question becomes, what do you do with Curtis Granderson, who's been a minus? He's been going down all year. He's down to his 73. It's getting rough for him, right? So what do you do with Curtis Granderson? Well, right here is what you do. You trade him away for something we need. What do we need? The lineup looks pretty dang solid, I must say. Honestly, the lineup other than Alcides Escobar, but he is performing very, very well for us. Can't complain about him. The pitching rotation, we have Damian Hollis. Can't complain about him. Joe Biagini coming in, getting that first victory, only upping his ERA by like a point. He was awesome. And then you've got everyone else in the bullpen, and the strongest place I would like to maybe upgrade is that long relief pitching in Marco Estrada, who's had a 4.25 ERA and he's a 74. He's going down, down, down quickly. So the big question becomes, what can we do with Marco Estrada and, well, Curtis Granderson? We need to replace two people in our lineup. If we do that, we need a outfielder who can obviously do better than Steve Pearce, and a long relief pitcher. So that's the question that we need to tackle right here in this trade. So let's get Marco Estrada in there. B potential, 74 overall at 34 years old. And then in left field, Curtis Granderson. So that doesn't give us a lot of value to work with. Gives us some salary to free up if we need to. So MLB ready, see who's out there. Andrew Cashner. Cashner wouldn't be a bad little pickup. Danny Valencia in right field would be a very decent pickup, but we've already had Danny Valencia on the team. Don't really feel like picking him up. Jacoby Ellsbury's 34 years old, so he's less than Granderson, plus he'd be a little pick, but that would be sending some help to the Yankees. The Rays want to send us a trade for Carlos Gomez. The White Sox maybe sending Xavier Zdeno over. That wouldn't be a bad little pickup right there. And then you've got Miguel Gonzalez and Joaquim Soria, a terrible trade. Yan Gomes, Shane Green, and Mikey Matuk. Okay, so Matuk in left field wouldn't be a bad upgrade, but doesn't get our long relief situation going, right? Jason Castro, Trevor May, and Kyle Gibson. That would be good, but right there we don't have a fielder. Matt Schumacher, Jim Johnson. Nobody really filling out what we need them to do. Jesse Chavez and Shin-Soo Choo. If I didn't hate Chavez so much in MLB The Show, maybe we'd go for this. And Doug Fister and Eric Gottel, not happening. Really nothing too jumping out at me here in terms of trade offers. Howie Kendrick can play the left field, so that would be a not bad pickup. 34 years old, but Brandon Kinsler only 71 overall, pardon me. Early mornings, boys. And yeah, we're just not getting anything really on the trade block here, so maybe it's time to go make ourselves a deal with, let's pick on the Rockies here and see what we can get in their left field. They've got Gerardo Parra, who chops it down pretty, he wants more. Ian Desmond, they think they should get more for Ian Desmond. And we don't need to sink a lot of money into Ian Desmond at 32 years old for 3 more years. Matt Kemp, 1 year remaining. That's a good little trade. Honestly, Matt Kemp's right around the same as Curtis Granderson. All around good hitter, and his stats this year, 11-40. So that replaces what we need out of our left field platoon situation. And then what can we get for a long relief pitcher is the question. Hyun-Jin Ryu comes in. And you see he's yet to play this year. Is he injured? I don't think he is. He's in the minors. So we pick him up and throw him on the MLB roster. That might just be a choice. And they're definitely interested in this deal. So we have ourselves a deal. Sounds good. The the Dodgers trade us Matt Kemp. So we pick up Matt Kemp, who's now 11 homers, 40 RBIs on the season. And he's going down. That's okay. He's going down. We'll get him going again for sure. And we will take him out against left-handers for Teoscar Hernandez. I don't know. Maybe Kendrys Morales. Honestly, Kemp's not a good option there, so I'm gonna keep Kemp on the bench and see what he can do for us off the bench this year, in case we have an injury. And Hyun-Jin Ryu figures right in, right there, perfect. All right, so this is the team I want to rock with. Joe Biagini in the rotation. We should probably get him made up as a starting pitcher now. Relief pitcher Joe Biagini. We'll edit him once again. The goal is to have him as a starter at some point for the Toronto Blue Jays. He is that now. And where is he? He's up there at his 79 overall starting pitcher. That rounds out the rotation a little bit better. So I like that move. That is our trade deadline move to get rid of some aging veterans. And now we move on forward to, I'll go to this Tampa Bay series and see where we sit. Fisher Cats have 26 players on their roster. We'll auto-fix that roster. And we have won that game, lost that game, and now in a 2-2 game, Grichuk has an 11-game hitting streak. Man, what a guy. And the Blue Jays win 8-3, a big victory. We're down 5-0. Grichuk has a 12-game hitting streak, and maybe he got a home run there. And now we have a guy out for a day. That's all right. And now all of a sudden, we take it to the Seattle Mariners. And Grichuk has a 13-game hitting streak. We win 7-3. And now Nicasio's trying to close us out, and we'll simulate that one as well and lose that one, unfortunately. So against Boston, we need some big victories here. We've got a top of the ninth situation, and we win it, clutch it 1-0. 59-55 on the year. 7.5 games back of the Yankees, which puts us 1 game back of the wild card. Would you believe it? Would you friggin' believe that we're only 1 game back of the wild card? I wouldn't either. And this team's starting around into form. The pitching rotation, while Stroman's got it, Sanchez is lowering his ERA. It was above 5. Now it's 4.76. J. Happ, 3.33 ERA, 12 homers. Brutal. Early mornings, boys. 12 wins, 8 losses. He's having a season. Joe Biagini, 2 wins, 3 losses, but a 2.29 ERA. The guy's coming through in the clutch. And Damian Hollis, what can you say? We have 2 starters who have quite an immaculate game going here. 65 and 2/3 innings pitched for Damian Hollis, and he has 2.33 ERA in his rookie season. If that doesn't put him into the rookie contention, I don't know what does. So let's go see the rookie contention here for Rookie of the Year. Damian Hollis behind Joseph Borowitz. Borowitz looking to be, well, he's a fierce competitor, 299 average and 3 homers, 28 RBIs, but Damian Hollis certainly right in the mix, especially when Alex Reyes is within the mix there. So he just needs to heat up and keep going the lineup. Alcides Escobar, 7 homers, 30 RBIs. Ronald Grichuk, 14 homers and 40 RBIs. Oh yes, he's making quite the addition to the team. Yeah, we've got just over a month and a half to play, and he should top his last season's RBIs, hopefully. And you should see him play a lot more games this year too. Josh Donaldson, 26 and 59, so he's had a down year in terms of production comparative to previous years, but he's hitting the homers. Justin Smoke, 23 and 70. Then you got Yangervis Solarte, 16-35. Who expected Yangervis to hit 16 homers? Devin Travis with 9 homers. He's corrected his ERA, or average. 10 homers, 29 RBIs for Teoscar Hernandez, who's coming into his own now. I'm actually going to move Teoscar up into the 5 hole, see if that makes a difference for him. Kevin Pillar, 12 homers, 45 RBIs, and Russell Martin. So everybody except for Travis and Alcides Escobar have double-digit home runs. Matt Kemp really hasn't seen too many at-bats since coming to Toronto. That's okay. Kendrys Morales, 9 homers, 23 RBIs. Rob Brantley 2-6, and 2-8 for Steve Pearce. Okay, so Teoscar Hernandez, I don't know if I want to sub him out maybe for somebody like Matt Kemp against lefties. Actually, you know what? That would be a good idea down the stretch to see if we can get Matt Kemp against lefties. So let's see it. See what that does for us. And who's at first base against lefties? No DH. Better get Justin Smoke back in there. Like, seriously, why is Kendrys Morales in there? Justin Smoke is our man. All right, so let's go past this Baltimore series and get up going. And right there, we're down 3-2, and we will lose 3-2. Bounce back with a victory, and then bounce back with this nice one. Hollis has a shutout going, and the Blue Jays keep Tulowitzki from scoring against them, and we end up winning that one. So let's place on bench there. We lost 17-0. That's brutal. And Roberto Osuna, top of the 9th, game tied 10-10, and we lost that one 11-10. Now tied 3-3 in the extra innings, and the Yankees once again beat us in extras, and we go on a bad losing streak there. A bad 17-0 victory against the New York Yankees. That's ugly, but Aaron Sanchez rebounded 5 days later with a victory, although we did have 5 straight losses. To end this episode, we are indeed a game and a half back of the wild card race. We're very much so in the hunt, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is Dolynny TV. I'm Tyson. As always, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If not, leave a like, and I will catch you in the next one.